Happy Wednesday morning to you, Cross Point. Look where I'm at. That's a beautiful building in the background and our church sign. I'm actually up in the roundabout. Trust that you are well wherever you're at. I'm out in the middle of a bunch of traffic. I want to just give you a little tour here. You see there's kind of the sign. It says Fair Lawn. We got the embankment right here. Some plants for your viewing pleasure. Moving around here, got a little bit of a rock bed there. This thing's pretty high, but you get kind of an idea kind of what this looks like. I'll give you a forward and a back. And I'm now facing southbound right now. We got the cops are sitting here, I guess, just to make sure everything's going well. So you can kind of see some of the greenery right here. And then there's another sign right here. It says Fair Lawn. Kind of look at that. See that? So that's what you'll be kind of seeing as you come up. But this is southbound and northbound right here, Cleveland, Massillon. And then this is how you get to Grace Church. I'm not going to walk in front of the cop cars, so I'll just go back the way I came. So I've zipped around here a couple times today. It's pretty nice. It's 2 lanes. And I've seen them a lot busier roundabouts, and I've seen them a lot bigger than this one. This is actually, it's bigger than the one at Jacoby and Ridgewood, but I've seen them a lot bigger than this. But this is, I think it's really going to help traffic flow. So again, back here, there's the church, and I'm going to walk over here a little bit, try not to get run over. Actually, I don't think that's the way to do it. I'm going to come right here. So there's a crosswalk right there. Okay. Now this is northbound. Traffic is coming southbound right now that you see. But yeah, here's a general idea. And then crosswalk. Try not to jaywalk here. So I'm going to walk here. You can see where they lay down all the grass seed. It looks a lot cleaner now. Of course, we had asked them to level the mound from like here all the way back. They went a little further, I think, than the rocks. That's just to provide visibility for the church. Of course, we might need to do something with our grills and such. It looks like a little dumping ground right there. But beautiful work here. It really does. It looks very pristine. It looks clean. And then the grass seed is already growing here. You can see all this. But yeah, not bad, huh? Not bad. And then you can see here's where you'll be coming into church. We'll still have to use the second driveway. The first one is not finished yet. But then here's a crosswalk if you want to go down Cleveland, Massillon side for a little while. I don't know how long that sidewalk runs, but yeah, this looks actually, it looks very nice. It looks clean. It does not look ratty, or it doesn't look thrown together. They finished late last night. A couple of our staff may have driven through the signs or driven around the signs that said, no entrance or whatever the sign said. I'm not saying they did. I'm saying they might have. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. But anyway, we're really grateful. So for those of you who have been affected by the roundabout, it is officially working now. And I'm walking on the curb here. If I slip, I'm going to fall in water. How brave am I? So this coming Sunday, enjoy the roundabout and enjoy not having to take a big old detour. So anyway, I just spent 4 minutes giving you a little tour there. You can see it for yourself Sunday or sooner. But once you get in that roundabout, you really do need to pay attention. So it'll go kind of fast. But with that in mind, I did want to talk with us a little bit about, well, actually, before I do that, we were so blessed to have Pastor Tim and Danita with us last Sunday, just to bless them. Really proud of you, Cross Point. We sent them away with a generous love offering, which was an expression of our love and gratitude to them. It was north of 1,000, so I was very, very pleased. Thank you for giving so generously. But we were blessed to have them. That's the first time I heard Pastor Tim preach. Really, we had the Greens and the Yodas had lunch with them afterwards. It was really nice to sit down with them and talk. So Yeah, so I'll be speaking this Sunday, and then I'll be gone on the 15th, but not you. You'll be here. We're headed to Myrtle Beach for a little bit. And then I do want to put one thing in your mind. We're going to be doing another week of fasting and praying in September. Remember, we did that last year. We're looking kind of at the middle of the month. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. It's about a month and a half away. But here's what I want to talk with you about today, okay? So the pace of life keeps getting faster and faster, doesn't it? It just keeps getting faster and faster. And I think when the internet came, the internet is the catalyst that is expediting and speeding up life, because information is spreading so fast, and it used to take a lot of time for information to trickle down, and now it's just like that, and the pace of life is getting faster. And that means the demands on ministry, the demands on Christian living, the demands on the church, the demands on Christians are getting more intense. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But here's what I want to say to us. As we're expressing our faith in a secular age, the speed at which we make decisions and the speed at which we pivot must increase. Like, it just has to. And some of the old forms, some of the time that we used to have to make decisions and to process and to deliberate over things, if you take too long nowadays, you get left behind. Like, you get left behind. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. What's happening, and this is some of the studies that have been done, when COVID came, the churches that pivoted fast, that got their act together and did what they had to do in order to minister and to get the word out through the technology that we had. The churches that did that were able to adapt and move more swiftly. The churches that didn't suffered, and many of them are not, like, they're just not around anymore. And so I just want to share with us, I think you already know this, but you might as well settle in for a fast jog, because that's the new norm, a fast jog. And if you think to yourself, I will rest by the side of the road and I want things to be like they always have been, you will get left behind. What do you mean by that? The culture is changing, the times are changing, and we would do well to accept that, and accept that God is doing a new thing being like things are just moving faster, and to accept that and just run a little faster, to be a little more efficient in our decision making, to be, I guess, more tolerant of change, to accept it more readily. There's just nothing you can do about it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You literally get left behind. And I feel bad for churches and movements and denominations that are like on the sidelines, and they're just like twiddling their thumbs, and they don't know what to do and not sure where to go. And searchings of heart is a phrase in the book of Judges that describes the posture of Reuben. When it was time to go to battle, Reuben was just hanging in the air, didn't know what to do. Churches, ministries, and even people and organizations that refuse to adapt, they're going to get left behind. And so that's my challenge to you, and my encouragement is to accept that this is the new norm, and accept that God has accelerated things in the earth. It's Him. He's the one who's doing it. And to run with Him, to be okay making decisions a little bit more quickly, to be okay pivoting a little more quickly, and understanding we just don't have the luxury that we had 30 and 40 years ago, and we're just running faster. I think if you can accept that and you start to jog at a fast pace, you can actually, you can do it. You can do it. You can keep up and you can be a part of it. But declining that, I think, just kind of hurts us. It doesn't, I hope I'm making sense here, but this is kind of the accumulation of the last 10 years as Jesus has been talking to me, and even as He's renovated my own heart. I was bristling against a lot of it because it was coming so fast, and I was having to change, And I'm finding, as I've accepted that change is the change, and I've accepted that, and now I'm trying to get out in front of things rather than things getting out in front of me, that life is a lot easier. And it's the more you pivot, the more you can pivot. And the faster you run, the faster you're able to run, and there's grace for that. And the more we dig in our heels, the worse it gets and the more painful it gets. So anyway, there you go. Let's run Cross Point. So let me bless you. Lord bless you and keep you. Lord make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. See you soon. Bye.